Alright, what's up everyone? I'm here to bring you a very interesting update on Matic network. This is a cryptocurrency that I honestly think, I mean, I say this a lot, but it's true. I choose to talk about the cryptocurrencies that I find interesting, and I do find this currency, cryptocurrency, very interesting. Matic is a second layer scaling solution for Ethereum. I am an Ethereum bull. I think that in the long run, Ethereum has a very good chance of performing very well. But what does that mean? Until Ethereum 2.0 is fully rolled out, it might have some scaling issues. And a second layer scaling solution such as Matic might be able to help in that situation. And thus, I think has a good chance of performing very well in the long term. And it's doing some very, very interesting things in the short term that I will now describe. In this video, I'll run through my short term and long term outlook. So guys, like, subscribe, comment, share, hit that bell, new uploads. Let's delve into this. Few interesting things to note. Macro, very, very macro wedge. More of a micro wedge here that we broke out bullishly. We're right up against resistance here. And in the near term, we're forming more of a micro wedge, which is very interesting because that means we're near an apex. And whenever we're near an apex, we're going to have a breakout. And whatever we break out, we're likely to trend in that direction for a significant period of time. So let's see how much more time we have within this thing. Roughly 2 weeks max before we break out. I said that yesterday with Theta. Today it broke out bullishly. So guys, I would keep a strong eye on Matic network. If we break out bullishly, then I think we're kind of in this ascending triangle, the macro red line kind of being resistance. And if we break out, if we start to break down, I think we can retest this green line here at the very least. Speaking of which, let's take a look at our indicators. Because looking at our indicators here, is this the daily? It is the daily. Daily looks bullish. MACD ticking up on the daily. Stochastic looks like it wants to have a bullish crossover. Weighted MACD looks like it wants to have a bullish crossover. And really the stochastic on the daily looks very interesting. Look at that. It looks like it wants to have that look up. Let's take a look at the 12-hour. 12-hour looks very interesting as well. Looks like we want to have a bearish crossover. Weighted MACD on the way up. Sorry, a bullish crossover. My bad, guys. It looks like we might have a bullish crossover soon. Histogram ticking up. Weighted MACD on the way up. RSI still kind of in the neutral region, still in a downtrend. I think the important thing with the RSI is seeing if we have a breakout, which maybe we will be, but we need to see continuation. The stochastic also looking concerning. Looks like we want to have a bearish crossover here. So, which makes sense because guys, if we zoom into the shorter time frames, the shorter time frames actually look concerning. Stochastic in the oversold bearish crossover. Weighted MACD going down, regular MACD ticking down. If we go over to the 2-hour, same situation. Stochastic approaching the overbought region, bearish crossover. RSI going down. Weighted MACD bearish crossover. Regular MACD looking not so good, ticking down. Taking a look at the 1-hour. Same situation, bearish crossover. So guys, the shorter time frames look bearish, the larger time frames look bullish. So what do I think is happening? Well, we're right up against resistance. We could also see by the most recent 6-hour candle, long wick to the upside, right up against resistance. So I personally think because of the lower time frames, I think in the short term we're going to correct further. We constantly see how we pump, fall back down, pump, met resistance, fall back down, pump, we're meeting resistance, and now I think it's likely that in the short term we fall back down, which is a good thing for those who haven't gotten into Matic, or those who want to add to their bags, because I think Matic is a coin that has a good chance of doing very well in the long term. Let's take a look here at our visible range to see where we could find possible support and resistance. Okay, so very interestingly, there's a bunch of volume right below us, so a bunch of support right where our EMA is here on the 20 EMA on the 6-hour. Now, aside from that, guys, we can see how there's kind of volume picking up kind of from 2.7 cents to 2.4 cents. So if we can get back to these regions, that would be awesome. That would be my accumulation target. But aside from that, I really just think the 200 EMA on the 4-hour is probably the most important EMA that we need to look out for. If we cannot maintain kind of like the 3.4 cent region where there's a lot of volume, I think there's a good chance we possibly test the lower extremities of this micro wedge, which, by the way, look at that, the 200 EMA on the 4-hour is hugging the walls of this micro wedge pretty closely. So I'd wager that there's a good chance based off the lower time frames that we fall back down. It's an open question what kind of leg down we might have. We might have a small leg down, then break out, a larger leg down, and then break out, or we could break down fully. Those things are all definite possibilities, but I do think kind of if we fall back down to the 200 EMA on the 4-hour, that's where I would be looking to accumulate, kind of at like 2.8 cents, 2.9 cents, right around the 3 cent region, kind of 2.8 to 3 cents will kind of be the accumulation region for myself, and kind of this green line here. So those are some of the things I'm looking out for. I think we are due for a small, we are due for, I don't know if it's going to be a small correction. We are due for some kind of correction in the short term. Guys, I think long term, Matic has a very good fundamental use case, a use case that's primed to benefit off this bull run. It's recently broken out. If we can zoom back out here, take a moment to zoom back out. It's broken out of this very macro wedge here. So we may just be consolidating, getting ready for that final leg up, for that final breakout. We'll have to see. If we break out bullishly from this red line, I think this more macro wedge will act as resistance. If we can get above and close above this red line and close above this previous peak here, and if we can get above like 4.1 cents and close above 4.1 cents, guys, Matic could really be flying. Another interesting thing, because Matic is a second layer scaling solution for Ethereum, maybe once Ethereum starts to really take off and confidently tackle its all-time highs, that could be a factor that helps Matic pump. Another interesting thing, I know this video is going on for a while, but there's so many things to mention. Guys, I speak fast sometimes because there's so many things to talk about. Like, I'm actually like trying to like shorten all of this. Like, I could talk about Matic for an hour. So, guys, Bitcoin dominance. Whenever Bitcoin dominance falls, altcoins typically benefit. Whenever it rises, altcoins typically suffer. Same with the dollar index. Well, it's a similar situation in the sense where whenever the dollar rises, other currencies such as crypto typically suffers. Whenever it falls, other currencies such as crypto typically benefit. And what are we seeing? We're currently seeing a pump in the dollar index. This could act as a suppressant on crypto, so we need to keep our eye out for this as well. Bitcoin dominance has recently been rallying. We see it's going for that leg up. So we could see a continuation. That's always a possibility. So if Bitcoin continues dominance continues to rise, that could be a factor that pumps the brakes on the altcoins pumping. So these are some of the important things that we need to keep our eye out for as well. Bitcoin and Ethereum. Bitcoin leads the market, Ethereum leads the altcoins. It's so funny, guys. People like point out, oh, there's so many lines here, but yeah, guys, these lines are all relevant. They're all valid. Look at this line that I drew days and weeks ago. Bitcoin's price is reacting exactly off it. It's almost like I understand what I'm doing, right? So guys, these are some of the important factors we need to keep our eye out for. I think kind of 2 weeks before we break out of this micro wedge. And then let's take a look at this ascending triangle, micro ascending triangle, and then perhaps a month max of sideways movement within this ascending triangle here. And if we break out of these regions, oof, guys, we're flying. Now, before I wrap up this video, I'll wrap it up with this. Let us take the optimistic scenario to see what we could do in the mid to long term. And guys, Matic, I make this video to say this is a long-term play. Matic is a long-term play, guys. If you're looking to get rich quick, good luck to you. Good luck to you. I wish you the best. I don't think it's gonna happen. But guys, let's take the optimistic scenario, mid to long term. I'm talking a few months, a few quarters down the road. Could we see, I mean, it might not even be that long, but I'm just trying to give like the conservative scenario here. Could we see 7 to 8 cents for Matic? I definitely think that is a possibility if we can start to close above this red line, if Ethereum starts to confidently tackle its all-time highs and break above it, and if Bitcoin dominance and the dollar index go for that leg down. I do think those are factors that could help out Matic. So guys, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, comment, share, hit that bell icon to be notified of new uploads. Check out our Discord. A link for that will be down in the description below. They get all this information first. I'll wrap it up here, ladies and gentlemen. Take care.